Hello, my name's Fox9, so big and I'm with Fox, and this is Spider-Sprig and Olivia and Yunnan, which one of these is one of my favorite episodes of Amphibia. It's not the Olivia and Yunnan one. We'll start with Spider-Sprig. I really like this episode, and it might multiple reasons. One, out of all the superheroes that are probably my favorite, Spider-Man is probably it. Spider-Man is probably my favorite one, and not just Spider-Man, like Spider-Gwen, maybe like my top 3 favorite is, or I'm trying to think of my top favorites, would probably be 2099, Spider-Gwen, not necessarily in that order too, and if Venom counts, Venom, but if Venom counts his own thing, I would probably put maybe Peter, maybe the Scarlet Spider, one or the two. But yeah, I love Spider-Man. I love the hell out of Spider-Man. So one, I like this for a couple reasons. One, the episode is called Spider-Sprig, which he's never called that throughout the entire episode. It's more or less just setting up. Well, it's setting up 2 things. One, it's going to be kind of a Spider-Man parody, and 2, I think that is a reference to Spider-Gwen because, like in her comics, at least before they started calling her Ghost Spider, which doesn't sound as good, honestly. Like her comic book was named Spider-Gwen, but then like she always went by Spider-Woman in the comics in canon. Only till like the very end when she revealed her secret identity was she known as Spider-Gwen, and even now I don't know. I guess she's going by Ghost Spider now. I don't know. But yeah, this is very much kind of a parody on multiple levels. One, Kamen Rider / Power Rangers. And I say that because, one, I've never really seen Kamen Rider, but from what I know, it's something that's basically like this kind of thing. And also, like the dude's name is Arachnid Man. And also then you have him fighting a big creature like this. Also, I'm not gonna lie, like this, what is it? I think it's this line.
Never be accepted by this world.
If that is my fate, then so be it!
I love that line for a few reasons. One, I always love that line in actual superhero movies or something, shit like that. Like something like that. And 2, it reminds me a lot of the Shadow the Hedgehog's line in Sonic 06. Let me see, hold on.
Realize now that you cannot hope to stop me with your limit.
So you say.
It's futile.
Right here. It's right. Okay. It's right here. This is freaking one of Shadow's best scenes.
Futile. The world will betray you. Why fight at all? Why risk your life for those who will persecute you later?
If the world chooses to become my enemy, I will fight like I always have.
Hell yeah! I love 06. I really do. Then Shadow shows them why they call him the ultimate life form. I'm sorry. I love shit like that. I love scenes like that. Even if it's cliched as all hell, I love scenes like that. And that just reminded me of that. I'm like, yeah, this episode gives me points for that. But anyways, basically, also let me make sure my audio is working because I moved the table. I don't want to F things up. Okay. But anyways, yeah, beats bad guy, whatever, and basically then there's a whole bit like, oh yeah, you know, they'll accept him even though he's weird and shit, and like, okay, and like, yeah, you know, Superman kind of ending, kind of. These two bonding is really cool, especially because it's over a superhero movie. I love it. Anne's also wearing this now, and I'm wearing this a lot more, and I want the Mystery Shack to make an Anne sweater. But But then Sprig basically is like, I want to become a superhero so people could love me. And then we start pulling straight from the Raimi Spider-Man movie.
He is destined to be something more.
I'm pretty sure that's almost not shot for shot, but you know what I mean. Like, that's obviously a reference to the original Spider-Man, the Raimi Spider-Man movies. Which, I'm going to say right now, somehow the comic version of why Spider-Man sticks to walls makes more and less sense than that movie. First off, one, like, I just so I can go off a little bit on the Raimi thing. How does Spider-Man wearing shoes and gloves have the little hair stick straight through those gloves to climb up walls and it just doesn't stick to his hand, for one? And two, because those little hair things for that. And two, in the comics, it turns out that's not how he sticks. He actually sticks to walls by manipulating the magnetic force between atoms and ions to stick to walls and shit, because Stan Lee and Jack Kirby at that time, or is it Steve Ditko? I think it's Steve Ditko. Who, basically, when they made Spider-Man at the time, didn't know how spiders stuck to shit. So they made up a reason. And honestly, it makes more sense that, oh, okay, yeah, he messes with ions, so it's not really spider related, but okay. And then we're not even going to get into the whole idea that it turns out his powers are magical and connect him to the multiverse of spider totems across the world, or across the multiverse. We're not even going to get into that shit about Spider-Man. But I love Spider-Man. but man, it's great. And also, yes, I love Tom Holland, and also Family Guy fall. Also, I love Andrew Garfield too. I was sad to hear Andrew Garfield was not going to continue as Spider-Man, but I am okay with Tom Holland. And honestly, I really hope that we see more of Tom Holland Spider-Man, because I really love the MCU Spider-Man movies. But yeah, we get a bit of a training montage. Wait, where is it when he's drawing? He just draws costumes. Basically, he does this whole... And again, like another bit straight out of the Spider-Man movie, where he's drawing up like his different costumes. Then you have Piccolo here. He eventually makes his costume, which... I feel like this is being homage to, like... I don't know. I want to say everyone, but I'm not... Each one, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it is. I'm trying to think. Like, this feels like it's paying homage not only to the Raimi Spider-Man, but also the MCU Spider-Man, because this, at least to me, looks very much like ah shit. God damn it. Just minimize. Thank you. It feels like I feel like it's intentional that I feel like it's intentional that it at least resembles kind of his outfit, his beginner outfit, in a sense. Very much resembles the homemade outfit from the MCU. Like, even like that, obviously down to like the wearing just regular clothes and shit like that. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. I love that. Like, I don't know, this episode, oh shit, I didn't mean to hit that. There are episodes that, like, you kind of hit me in the right spot. This episode definitely did that. One, it being a superhero episode.
What are you doing?
Although I will say, out of everything about this outfit, the one thing that doesn't make sense, at least to me, because if it makes sense, not having gloves or shoes makes sense because he uses, you know, his, I don't know, mucus to climb walls. I'll say, look, yeah, the
neighborhood attention seeker. The only thing I feed is justice.
As the Spider-Man upside down.
And away!
Superman?
You're never gonna solve systemic societal problems with a sock on your head!
True. Like, that's also the thing. Like, really, superheroes are limited to most... It depends on the superhero, for example, actually. Because, technically speaking, yes, beating the shit out of criminals on the street for breaking the law, not necessarily gonna fix that. You know, that criminal probably went into being a criminal because, you know, he couldn't get a job and, you know, got screwed over, or, you know, just had bad luck when he was young and couldn't get a job, and so now he has to resort to a life of crime because, you know, shit like that. You're not gonna fix that stuff. The best thing you can do, I would say, is, like, you know, if someone is getting mugged, to stop them. Like, that's it. But you're not gonna fix the You're not gonna fix the problem. No matter how much Batman wants to beat the shit out of crazy people, because he himself is also crazy. But yeah.
Watch me.
Jesus Christ.
Here I am.
This is the weirdest joke you could have made
Queen
here.
of the city. No evil shall escape my gaze.
That is the weirdest. What group of pigeons just stood on top of each other? Mind you, I'm not really nitpicking this. I'm just making. I'm making fun of it. It is just like, what the hell?
Whoa! Totally meant to do that. And now,
Go, Cookie Man!
search for crime.
All right, I'm right.
This guy, this fucking. This reminds me of video. Also, why are you selling your lemonade for 25 cents? Why? Like, seriously, like at one point I passed by like a lemonade stand. And the kids are selling it for like maybe $3 or $4 at least. Like what? Like what?
You kids up. You need a permit to sell goods on this street.
That too. That reminds me of a video of Karen who did something similar to that. Like, you can't show that. Do you have a permit? And it's like, dude, they're freaking 8.
Mom's gonna hate this.
Dude, we're 8.
Yeah, I love this girl too. She's great.
What seems to be the problem here?
I don't know why you came down here either, because he straight says that they can't do anything. Also, this.
Man! Limiter of justice.
That's just no. Also, yeah, like I was saying, like the mucus hands makes sense. You know, you have hands free. Having the scarf over his mouth does not make a lick of sense. Maybe a opening, maybe, but I don't know.
Well, these streets don't need you, because they've got me, Robert Otto.
I feel like he's a reference to Spider-Man, to Otto Octavius on multiple levels.
Neighborhood Safety Supervisor.
This man right here, I don't know how he's not dead. I do not know. Because if he is this stupid all the time, I do not know how this man is dead. Because he hears yelling and screaming. This regular human, I don't know, over-the-hill man with roller skates on.
And I was here first, so get lost.
Mind you, I don't hate this guy like I hate... mind you, let me rephrase that. I don't hate this guy. I actually kind of like him. He's not a Ronaldo or the dude from the Owl House, or Ronaldo 2.0 from the Owl House. He actually... I feel like he's more kind of like a Lex Luthor kind of shit. But also, like, I completely agree with the ending of that happens in this.
Hey, I don't want to fight you.
Then why did you come down here? But anyways, they hear
I
yelling.
only hit rock bottom.
I don't know how you're not impressed by a superhero kid. He hears screaming, then sees a bus coming. And his first thought, a runaway bus going downhill. Also, I love this girl's design so much. The hair is just insanity. What is it with this? Oh my god! If the reason why this bus does not have brakes is because the dude who works at the at Anne's parents' like tie shop now took the brakes from this bus to put to his truck. Oh my god, that'd be freaking amazing. Again, bus out of control, yelling and screaming, high speed downhill. This man thinks, I'm gonna jump in front of the bus. Of course, cartoon logic. He doesn't die, but...
Your neighborhood safety supervisor is here!
What do you think was gonna happen? Hold on. Can I... Man, if this was YouTube, I could, like, go frame by frame. Yeah! No! His neck is snapped. He is dead. This is probably a reference to something. This is some kind of inside joke, I bet. But he is dead. No shit!
They're out, and now I can't even see.
It literally just made it worse. For everyone at home, if you ever get to driving or start driving, see some shit coming at you, whether it be a train or a bus, and there's a car ahead of you, slam that gas and slam into that idiot and keep moving. Do not honk your horn.
Not so fast.
The swinging is badass, and even like how he lands is very Spider-Man. Whoever made this was a big Spider-Man fan, and like whoever wrote this script is a big Spider-Man fan, and probably storyboarding also too, and I love it.
Web.
He did that surprisingly well. Also, it's kind of shaped like a bus. Also makes a little bit more sense how he's able to do it with his tongue than Spider-Man is able to make a perfect webbing with his webs just by like just.
Oh my gosh, that kid did it!
What a hero! Hey, what about me?
You did nothing. And then basically you have.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wait, what was her name? Shit, I can't even remember her name. Marcy Wu? No, that's wrong.
Molly Joe?
Molly Joe, that was it. I don't know why the hell. One, I'm trying to think of my best description of this. Because her hair, along with her design, she is a background character. Specifically, she is not a character who usually has lines in any other show. Like, the best way I could describe this, and maybe she did have lines at some point, and if anything, maybe it's a connection with this too. I have no idea. There is a show, Spider-Man Unlimited. It's on Disney. Surprisingly, that's on Disney, but not Spectacular Spider-Man. Don't know how that one works, and I want to see Spectacular Spider-Man because apparently it's really good. It's Spider-Man Unlimited. It was basically, I'm gonna keep going to Spider-Man facts in this video. It was basically when Batman Beyond got really big, Marvel's like, shit, maybe we can do something kind of similar to that, which you think would lead to the $20.99, but no, you're wrong. They're like, no, I got an idea. We're gonna give Spider-Man a new suit made of nanites created by Mr. Fantastic, and he's not going to the future. No. He's going to other Earth. The Earth that rotates on the opposite side of the sun that we never see because the Earths are always like rotated, locked around the sun. So we never see the other Earth on the other side, but it's exactly like our Earth. But the only difference, and here's the catch, it's filled with animal people. Also, humans are there too, but they're third-class citizens. Honestly, I love that series. I love that. Hold on, I need to rewatch it. It probably doesn't hold up. Like this was like I honestly really love this suit. I really love this suit. This is a badass freaking suit. My only issue with it is that they kind of made Venom and Carnage like even when they have a host, they kind of just turn ooze like. I'm like no, I feel like the person inside should still be there. But yeah, I really love this suit. I hope we see this in the next Insomniac Spider-Man game. But yeah, like. It's like that dystopian kind of feel looking thing to it, but like I don't know, I love it. And also I love the idea of like the nanite suit because at first I thought it was a symbiote too, which I'm like hell yeah, I love the symbiote suit. It turned out it's nanites, but like even then I still love I love this. I love this whole thing. I love this a lot. I love this suit is honestly a really badass suit. I love that the look of it, and also it's a symbiote fighting suit. This suit was specifically made to fight Venom and Carnage. But yeah, go check that out if you can. Wrong thing. But in Spider-Man Unlimited, there's a teddy girl. There's a girl. She's very well designed. Always has teddy bears on her. And is always a background character. She might have had a line at some point, but I've never seen it. I maybe at some point I can't remember. It's been years since I've seen the show. She reminds me of that, where it's like you have a very distinct look where my eye catches you, but also it's very not like. It's like if you take away her hair color, like her hair color is specifically made because they were like, shit, we need her to stand out more. Like that's what she feels like. I don't know.
You were in that bus? Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Thank you, Frogman, for saving me and my Grandpa Robert.
I honestly would kind of love a spin-off of like these two. Of these two, like Frogman and like, you know, I think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe she gets a superhero. Maybe she wants a superhero. Who knows? But yeah, then basically the world goes nuts for Frogman. Sprig does things like helping people. I feel like this is a reference to Spider-Verse too, right here.
Oh, no problem.
What
Sorry,
the?
just gotta... There we go.
I feel like that's a reference to Spider-Verse when he gets his hand stuck on Gwen. If anything, she's probably supposed to be his Gwen. But he gets angry. This guy goes around saving people.
Look out, LA, there's a new frog superhero in town. El misterioso hombre rana salvo el día.
I've listened to Spanish with my grandmother like that. They sound exactly the same. I also wonder, where the hell has Sprig been the past few days where Ann hasn't been able to chew his ass out? Because again, this is already nighttime, and the next part he's in daytime. So at some point in time, he like went to bed somewhere else. He's like, yeah, Ann's gonna kill me. Also, oh wait. Oh! That makes sense now. Because I was like, why is he randomly in the junkyard that they fought the stealth boat? Also, they used this meme. I don't know why, but it's great. Also, he's mad because Sprig is more popular and he's helping people. It's just,
I've been taking care
why?
of this neighborhood for years, and
Not really. If you're taking care of the neighborhood the same way you've been giving 8-year-olds tickets, I can see why they don't like you. This kid has at least been helping the neyborhood and people. So, like,
what do I get? Nothing.
Because you're kind of a jerk.
Is a joke. What's this?
What light is shining down to hit this? Also, I like. Well, I just noticed you don't see that thing there, but I kind of like how you don't see. Yeah, you don't see the little
high-tech mechanical arm. Oh ho ho!
So yeah, his name's Otto because Otto Octavius. It's a reference to Doc Ock.
Surprise.
Also, that the arm apparently is more controlled, I guess, by the mind. I guess I doubt he's doing shit inside there with his hand. Maybe it's not.
Light. Yet so powerful and a perfect fit. This must be fate.
I hope that they just announced that there's going to be a new Spider-Man cartoon. It's going to be, I guess, like a prequel to the MCU Spider-Man. I'm hoping we get superheroes kind of like this. Where, because, like, if it's a prequel, like, he's going to be wearing his homemade suit. 1. But 2,
that it looks like fate wants me to squash that frog boy.
2, I like villains with more motivation than just bad guy. Like, mind you, yes, his motivations here are freaking stupid as all hell, and I love that. But I watched it, I'm like, I like this. Where, like, let's say, whatever, it's Marvel Spider-Man, it's the 2017 version. There were some villains out there, it's like, I'm evil, because I'm evil, and I'm like, you're stupid. Or, I'm Mafia Bash. I'm like, you're freaking stupid, shut up. Oh, yeah, let's see, where is it?
Maybe
Game Pyramid, Marriage, a cat.
necessary.
Please, Frogman.
Mario, literally giving him a pizza, a sushi pizza with sprinkles and what the hell?
Ooh, thanks.
I kind of want to try it. If it's, I don't know. I would say if it's dessert, but then it has this. I don't know.
Scoundrels like
I kind of like I was saying. I kind of want a superhero one where they're like superhero outfits are almost just regular clothes. I don't know if that like, again, like something like Sprig's outfit looks like, you know, he just threw it together, and this guy just threw it together as well. It's like, I don't know, it's a weirder version of realistic superheroism, and I kind of like the idea of it.
What is that?
Huh, it looks like Robert Otto. He said he hated me and was gonna get his revenge. What's he doing here?
I wonder.
now, frog.
I love his voice. I don't know what voice actor that is, but he's amazing. It's probably someone famous.
Let's settle this.
Then starts a pretty cool fight, which it very much is, again, Doc Ock with the giant extending arm and stuff. There's a crap ton of property, which as soon as the property damage happened, I already knew where this was going to go. I don't remember. I think that's the PS4 Spider-Man. That reference of sliding through the thing. Dude, you're doing all this because... Jesus. You're doing all this because he was more popular than you. One, Naruto run. Two, I like what he does. Because it's one thing to just shoot the arm up and pull yourself up. It's another to shoot your arm up and then use the rollerblades to ride up the side of the building. I love this. I love their different power sets and abilities. One using, obviously, his arm for more different moving things, then Sprig for his tongue, and then, you know, sticking it. I love looking at that. And I love that, like, it's not a realistic world, but you know what I mean. Like, I like that kind of ideal of using it with these kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's more street level and stuff like that. I'm not saying I don't like the one. I love the MCU ones, but I like this. This is cool. I really, really, really like this. Like, I would love another Spider-Sprig episode. Anyways, a whole shit ton of property damage, and then basically almost knock over a lamppost. Sprig has to save his Mary Jane / Gwen Stacy.
Good one, Frogman.
Good one, Frogman. Now let me kill you.
Thanks. It was no problem for Frogman, defender of justice.
One, adorable face.
No, justice.
One, she's freaking adorable. I love her. And two, the whole thing is, you know, because of your flashiness and stuff, you destroyed the city or some shit.
Justice? Look around you. Your flashy battle could have really hurt someone.
Okay. I don't blame Sprig for this. Few reasons. One, newest superheroing. Two, her blaming him for all this destruction is the equivalent of someone taking a gun and shooting at you, you dodging out of the way, that bullet hitting into a window, and her going, "That's your fault for dodging the bullet that someone else was shooting at you." No! No! I'm sorry, but if I'm being shot at and I dodge out of the way of a bullet and it breaks a window, that is not my fault. It is the fault of the dude who shot the gun. Yes, it is not my fault for wanting to live. And it's funny because I said this is my favorite, probably my favorite episode of Amphibia. But that is one bit, and I'm like, no, stop it.
Or worse.
And basically, then they get together and start doing. They go ahead and fix everything, even though I'm not sure how they got the money to fix all this shit. I love how she waited.
Friends?
And not only that, they were able to do this all in one day.
Friends.
That is cute. I love this friendship. I would love more of this friendship. And also, I really love Sonic 06 too, but I feel like it... I love Sonic 06, and also I just reminded myself of Sonic and Elise, and then I'm thinking, yeah, let's keep this as a friendship for right now. Let's keep this as a friendship for right now. But, yeah, these two, I love them. I love these two so damn much. I love... This guy's like, yeah, my granddaughter's awesome. This is good. We did good. And I love the police officer there because, yes, he's going to damn jail. Like, here's the thing. I'm surprised the cop didn't try to arrest Sprig at this point.
Hey, can I see your face?
No. It will give you nightmares.
Honestly, how much we've seen when we saw the realistic frog face, yes, it probably would give her nightmares. It would give me nightmares.
And those nightmares would puke.
Also, that is very stupid.
fire enough.
I love her. She's adorable. Also, yeah, like him going to jail makes freaking sense. He endangered a ton of lives. I'm surprised he didn't try to grab Sprig because, again, Sprig is a vigilante, and that's kind of bad. Even Polly brought it up, like, really? Like, they're gonna let a vigilante do all this stuff? Which, honestly, if he's getting results, I wouldn't surprise me. But, it would all depend on who's running shit. It's like, you know, before Commissioner Gordon, Batman was, you know, bad and all this stuff. But when Commissioner Gordon became commissioner, it was like, oh, okay, no, yeah, we're making a deal. You're working with us. Yeah, look at that. She's adorable. But yeah, this episode is great. And then finally comes home. Doesn't have a shadow, so he's a vampire.
I cannot believe this. You put all of us at risk just to play dress up?
Yeah, there's no shadow.
Yep, but that's all done now. It ended up doing more harm than good anyway.
Honestly, with this symbol, I'm surprised this wasn't the symbol that was on his chest.
But that's all done now.
I guess that's the Amphibia symbol. So I guess that's also probably like a Superman kind of nod, because that's just the symbol of his world and his people. And now it's also the symbol on Sprig's thing. So it's kind of like a Superman nod too, now that I think about it.
Ended up doing more harm than good anyway.
Probably unintentional, but it's kind of cool.
Looks like you've had a time. I have to admit, it was a pretty cool costume.
You like it? I cut up your clothes to make it.
Freaking great, I love that. Alright, and then next one is Yunnan and Olivia, which is the one that like everyone was freaking out about. And I kind of got a little spoiled, kind of. For a few things. One, first of all, I'm going to talk about things I like about this episode. One, this scene, where Olivia basically says, my mother took me up here and showed me this wondrous thing, and I had a similar reaction.
Once I stood on this very same balcony with my mother and had...
Whoa, is that a seagull but also a bug?
Almost the same reaction.
I love that because, like, saying that she did this with her mother, because one thing I really love that a lot of people brought up is that Olivia and Yunnan adopting Marcy. I love that idea. And I love that, and it seems like that's kind of the setup here for this, and I like that. I like that a lot. I love the idea of Marcy getting adopted by her and Yunnan, but basically says how her family is sworn to protect these lands.
Descendant of a long line of newts who made a sacred vow to care for this land, the trees, the plants, the animals.
God, those are terrifying.
All are under our care.
Lady Olivia, you newts took me in when I landed here, fixed me up, cared for me. I promised to do my best. And got
Also, her eyes are brown.
to this place as well.
We'll be count.
Again, see, look, is she even you know, hands down that idea of that she'll protect Newtopia and everything. I like that. I like that a lot. And then you see that they're mining the shed, this place to build more robots. He went straight. And then Yunnan, I feel like they changed her character. I don't know, maybe they didn't. But like her just standing here gave a way different aura than what she's usually felt like. And she went from, I think, like, Scourge of the Seven Seas, I all this kind of thing, which I guess is a joke that probably would run too long. And she now kind of became Cloud Strife.
Oh, hey, the king summoned you too?
I don't know, she feels like Cloud Strife now a bit. Where, like, she's, you know, too badass kind of mercenary kind of character. And I don't know.
Disappeared, and we haven't heard a peep from him since.
Also, apparently, Idris hasn't been seen or talked about since. And then also he's talking to the knight.
Things are progressing as fast as they...
Also that the Amphibia symbol is switched for the knight symbol.
Yes,
for the course.
I know, but the device hasn't even been tested. Surely we should try it on someone else first.
So like, yeah, but you see like the symbol is changed. It's no longer the Newtopia symbol. So, you know, it's showing a sign of change between, you know, his allegiances, I guess.
As you wish.
Well, that was freaky.
Let's see, where is it? Basically, Olivia, what is it? Olivia wants Olivia to make sure the world is, you know, taken over, and wants her to grab more frogs to work in the factories and stuff like that. Obviously, these two are like, no, but also I love this part too.
Does it? I
Hold
made
on.
a sacred
Not there.
goodbye.
Right here.
Going to talk treason. I insist that you do it in private.
But I love that she's protecting her for one. But
Dang right, he's gone too far.
this right here.
Based on whatever we just witnessed, Andreas is losing it. I, for one, will not serve a mad king.
So if Andres was sane, or seemed sane, would you still serve him? Like,
Agreed, but we can't take him down alone.
they say they try to go to get they say they have to go get Marcy. They go down and Yunan shows off her badass Spider-Man skills.
And it's working. Lead the way,
Oh yeah, I love this.
ridiculous rumors. I see what you're doing. And it's working. Lead the way, milady.
Basically saying like, you're not a coward, right? This is great.
Well, no.
Oh wait, hold on, I love this part.
Besides, she's the only one who's ever defeated King Andreas in Flipward.
Which is a weird thing that they didn't bring up at like the end. It's like a weird like callback, I guess. I don't know.
If anyone can outthink him, it's her. Ha! I'm plenty smart. Whoa, did you see that? I nearly took my head off.
She's an airhead. She's a ditz. She's a dumbass. It's freaking great.
Okay, maybe we do need Marcy.
Yeah, no shit. The two moms have to go get their daughter.
Not with that attitude, we won't. What?
Can we get an Amphibia game? I want to play like an open world Amphibia game where you can play as these different characters with different like move sets and like have Spider-Sprig like swing through shit with his tongue, and then Yunan climbing stuff with her claws. Like, there's so many cool ideas you can do with these characters.
And that's how it's done.
Will you put me down already?
Let's see. They gotta go through here, which they find out. What is it? The Moss Man is here.
I think.
Which actually, there's a like. Then you have these weird things,
What is
and then
this place?
yeah, this makes so much sense, and also is like, wow, that's kind of messed
I
up.
think it's where our ancestors kept all their otherworldly prisoners. Delightful.
Yeah, that's horrible.
This is it.
So I wonder if this is kind of how. I guess this is kind of saying what the Knights is. That it's a multiple things in one. Because basically, let's see here. We get inside. We have Marcy hooked up to a thing, which I've said before. I don't know. I've done like a few Watchdog videos I've never uploaded. And one of them was Amara, I think her name is, where she's basically like a test subject, has like the skin tight suit, and like I love the experimented skin tight suit like they use like when they're in the water tube thing, and it always looks kind of badass and stuff.
There she is.
And honestly, I think Marcy's best outfit is this, especially with the longer hair. It looks freaking cool. I love that suit.
Sashi, and
She's out of it.
Yeah.
Wake up, human! Wake up, I say!
Let me remind you, this girl probably still has spinal injuries because, you know, a sword went through her spine, a burning sword, and she's just shaking her like crazy.
Yunan, gentle. Be gentle, Marcy.
I love Utopia.
It's Olivia and General Yunan.
There's no time to explain. We have to get out of here.
okie dokie. Lead the way, Lady Olivia. Captain Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo are terrible drinks. Never drink at Yoo-hoo. Awful.
I'm okay.
And then basically kind of starts a fight where, one, we see Olivia seeing an illusion of her mother, which shows her standing on top of the dead earth and creatures. And like, that is grotesque in its own way. Honestly, a correct response.
Is this witchcraft?
What? Oh, it's a projection. You know, like VR.
Yeah, because again, they don't know what technology is.
Not real, you do.
The best thing you can say is it's a fake false illusion.
Changing again.
Also, I love this part too. Because me and my brother have had a thing like this. Have had a conversation like this. Me and my brother.
You're afraid of this little cutie?
I had a bad experience, okay?
That's me and my. That's also right. He probably also referenced that for something else, but he's done the word like I've had a bad experience.
When I was a little girl, one of those monsters nearly took my arm off.
Yeah, that's not gonna help your fears. And Marcy sees these two.
No! I know what I did was super dumb.
Could you, Marmar? You betrayed us.
No!
Also, they said like this might be, at least I think it's supposed to be something along the lines of that Marcy wanted to ask them out for one of them to prom. Yes or yes?
I know what I did was super dumb. I'm so sorry.
It's too late. We want nothing to do with you ever again.
Kind of freaky, but you know, whatever. I feel like Marcy should obviously know it's illusion. But then they basically go, break all these things, break all these eyes, which one we also see that they're sentient. Also, Marmar uses her crossbow, which honestly, I hope she gets a cool side, like, high-tech weapon or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't really like the crossbow. Or even if it's a wrist-mounted crossbow like that, like, at least make it, like, at least make it, like, the hidden blade, the phantom blade in, like, Assassin's Creed. Like, don't have the crossbow up here, have it down here. It was like, they sink, like that at least. I don't know. Maybe it's just up here that I'm just like, it looks kind of dumb. But yeah, these guys. Well, that's freaking great.
I'm not normally one for teamwork, but good job out there, everyone. Very nice hustle.
New meme, but
You goof.
We make a good team, huh? Now let's get out of here.
Yep, that's Marcy and her two new moms, and legs still don't work.
I might need help.
All right, up and at him here.
It's so weird, like how. It's so weird how slowly, yet also quick, his hand comes out of the darkness.
All right, up and at him. Here we go.
Leaving so soon? But we have so much to discuss.
But how did you?
Simple. We've been watching you the whole time.
Creepy. Again, that's probably her best outfit. This is terrifying and looks powerful and way more Doc Ock-esque, which is really fun.
What the heck is that?
Which I think it is something when you see something advanced technology or whatever, or something like, you know, otherworldly or different about this world. Because usually Marcy has known all answers, but then when she sees this, she's like, what the hell is it? It's kind of a symbol of like, even she doesn't know what the hell this thing is.
Behold, our ultimate creation. A collection of Amphibia's greatest minds, preserved for all eternity.
That is cool. I like that idea that all the greatest minds are sealed in there, which I'm going to go ahead and guess maybe they might have the planters that were scientists, stuff like that, might be in there as well. Like, they might not be in control, but it would be cool to see, like, those planters come back.
What are you doing, Andreas? Stop it, you maniac!
Studying the Mossmen improved our medical technology.
That is cool too, because Mossmen come from another world apparently, which makes sense. But like, so that means like any weird creatures that aren't like, you know, bug monsters or I guess those big mammals, I guess, are probably from other worlds.
But it wasn't until we met the Shadowfish that we truly learned to conquer death.
So I guess that's also the Shadowfish. I don't
Thus, the core was born.
Let me go!
I wish I could, but my lord craves a host. And it...
Which I don't know why. You're going from a giant metal body with giant multiple arms. I guess maybe if you want to eat food or whatever. But giant metal arms and like eyes and stuff like that, see everything. To then into a human girl, a nerdy human girl who probably doesn't have the greatest physical capacity and is extremely clumsy.
Wanted the best, the smartest, the only one who could beat me at Flipward. Honestly, Marcy, I like you.
Honestly, if anything, you should grab Andreas.
Always have.
Also, another thing I like.
I begged the Corps to consider an alternative host, but alas.
What?
One thing I like about this is, well, first off, this was spoiled a little bit for me on multiple levels. One, on Twitter, I'm like, oh yeah, the new episode released like at midnight. So they showed, Marcy getting the thing put on her head, like, no! And I'm thinking, did you not expect, like, you've seen the trailer, right? Like, if you didn't see the trailer, okay, cool. But if you've seen the trailer, for like the very first trailer, or whatever trailer it is, where you see Marcy with the helmet on, you knew this was gonna fail. Like, you knew it was gonna, like, that's why, like, I saw that, I'm like, I'm not really that bummed, I guess, because I knew this was coming. I knew this was happening. Like, mind you, it is still, like, you know, like, oh, God, like, you know, seeing, like, Marcy in distress, like, literal distress, as she gets this thing put on her head against her will. Also, wait, like, it is distracting, but also the thing I want to put up, because I brought this up in the True Colors. I wanted Andreas to not really want this, to not really have to kill Marcy, or maybe he felt bad and wanted to revive Marcy, stuff like that. I wanted Andreas to have that bit, because it makes him more dynamic. Like, it's not just he was using Marcy. No, Marcy, in a sense, he does, his own way, does care for Marcy. He does like Marcy, and I like that. That works way better. I'd rather it be like that than him just being irredeemable monster or whatever. I like this a lot more. I really do. Even though, you know, I don't expect him to have a redemption arc or any shit like that. No. But I do like that he did care for Marcy as a friend, or maybe even as a daughter. Who knows? I like that, though. Yunan obviously treated her like a daughter with that one flashback scene, so. But yeah, I like that. But so she's getting all the data, all the memories, all that shit from all those different minds, everything just downloaded into her brain. Again, giant kaiju metal body.
The time has finally come for the core to lead us to our destiny. But what destiny, you ask? Well, I suppose I should just let it speak for itself.
And you go back into this thing? Or you go into this thing?
Why, hello there.
Also, apparently, like, the credits. Let's see. Where is it? I like that ending. It's just black, and you just hear like this ominous noise in the back. It's freaking great. Let's see. As Molly, let's see, Roberto, Molly Jo, Darcy. So this is Dark Marcy, Darcy. That's who this is. Sasha's not even in this one. Oh wait, yeah, she is. I'm sorry. So this is Darcy. This is Dark Marcy. All right, I like that. This episode's okay. Story-wise, I guess it pushes it a little bit. Because apparently a lot of people, I don't know, maybe not a lot of people, some people apparently are like, Season 3 is ruining Amphibia because they're in the human world not caring about what is happening in Amphibia. And I'm like, really? Because honestly, Season 3 is my favorite season. Like, so far, this is like my favorite season out of all of them. Like, again, finale-wise, 1 and 2 have beautiful finales. I love them. Episode-wise, this one, honestly, Season 3, I think is hit the ball out of the park every episode, honestly. I honestly really enjoy, like, every episode that's come out for Season 3. It never feels like it's too slow, and it's like, okay, why are they in Amphibia, or whatever? I can understand why. What the hell is Anne gonna do? Like, if you and I looked out and tried to figure out how to open a portal into an alternate reality or world, you're probably gonna find Bupkis. You're gonna find a lot of theories, perhaps. I have my headphones in backwards again, but you're probably not gonna find the exact answer to how to get to another world or another dimension, unless you go into certain theory websites and shit like that. But you're probably not gonna get a straight answer. So I can completely believe that Anne can't figure out how to get back to Amphibia, and just doing all this stuff in the meantime. Which also, mostly all the time, you see Anne trying to figure out ways to get them back home. But yeah, I enjoyed this. This episode's fun. It's not my favorite episode. It's okay. it more or less just sets up Yunnan and Olivia going against Andreas, as well as kind of adopting Marcy a little bit, with Olivia basically saying that, hey, my family does this and wants to protect this place, and then it's like, well, I'm going to do that too. Or Marcy's going to, and, it's kind of a little bit like an adoption there. And now, their daughter gets taken over by this thing, and also explaining what the core is and the shadowfish and everything. So, all I know is pretty damn cool. I like the Spider-Sprig episode a lot. This episode was fun too. This episode was pretty cool too, seeing Yunnan and Olivia kind of working off of each other, also setting up Yunnan's kind of more personality than just Scourge of the Seven Seas or shit like that. But yeah, this was fun. This is a good episode. Hopefully I don't get copyright for this and it comes out soon. But thank you for watching the videos that I've done. Links are on my face. Share my videos. Hopefully enjoy this. Go check this out. Go watch this officially. Like, I'm watching, right now, what you're seeing right now, I'm doing this with a third-party website to see these videos. If it was on Xfinity, what I watched on, because I want, they get the numbers so we can get more good shows like this. But obviously if you can't watch it anywhere, I'm not saying you should go to find these websites that you do this. If you can't watch the show legally in some parts, I'm not telling you to do this, just so you know. Anyways, everybody watch Mr. Incredible. Really like that scene where Mr. Incredible told the lady, but not telling the lady how to find that stuff, get over all those loopholes and stuff. Yeah, if you're somewhere that you can't legally watch this shit, I'm not telling you to do that stuff, but I am not to find certain websites, but I am telling you, go watch this. If you can't watch it officially, go watch it officially any way you can, because I would like to see more stuff like Amphibia and stuff like that. But yeah, this is cool. It's cool seeing this thing and getting a little bit more info on this stuff. This episode, honestly, is a bit weaker of the two, which is really funny, at least for me. It is the weaker of the two episodes. Yeah, it's cool getting a little bit more info about the story and stuff like that, which, it's weird, because all of season 1 and 2, what I wanted was story, and they kept giving me what I felt was okay, yeah, you're obviously your world building, but I want to know more about, these certain things, or the Calamity Box, stuff like that, or the High Calamity Box for an entire season. Really? After we're slightly starting to get info about it, there was that. So it made me hunger for that story, and now it's kind of the opposite. Now it's I like the other stories in the human world. This one was just, okay. The one in the Amphibia was okay. While the ones in the human world, I think, are way better. I don't know. This was an okay one. I don't know if maybe seeing that first trailer where you saw Darcy, maybe that spoiled it for me. Because again, seeing it where people were it's a Yunnan and Olivia one. It's they showed Marcy with her arms right, and it's all. I'm we know how this ends. We saw the trailer. She's gonna become Dark Marcy. We saw this coming we saw this coming if you saw that trailer. And people were completely bypassing Spider-Sprig, and I'm honestly, Spider-Sprig is probably the best one honestly out of them, but I don't know. Tell me in the comments below which one of yours is your favorite episode. Thanks for watching. Show me I've done. Links on my Facebook description, videos. Hopefully you enjoy this. Go check out the Mystery Shack, not sponsored, go check it out. But thanks for watching, videos. And depending on when it's coming out, happy Unis Honest Day, because today's 1 year, at least when I'm recording this, 1 year since Unis Honest came out, or ended. So go check it out. But thanks for watching, videos, and check out my videos. Sorry for the lighting, and we will see you later. But yeah, Dark Marcy does look pretty badass. But yeah, again, why switch from a giant robot man? If anything, just go into Andreas' body. That would make way more sense. Because going into Marcy's body, you just gave yourself a ginormous weakness that is the human body. Then again, in his cartoon world, one human that was middle-aged got hit by a bus and he was fine, so